So nice.
Yo.
So nice.
Morning, my man.
Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? Thank you so much, Kite. Thank you, Thoughtfather. Thank
3
you,
months
Evolve.
already? Wow.
Thank you, guys. Good morning to you, yo to you, Kite, and 3 months already, dude. Hopefully many more. I love that he is earlier today to go without skipping much. Yeah, I'm doing it early because I was sitting on my computer and just decided, you know what? Why am I not just going live? We can hang out for longer, if anything. I'm not watching football at all, so if you guys want to watch the World Cup afterwards, you go do you. But I will not be. You look mad cute right now, Fried. You don't have to get a haircut to look mad cute, brother. Come on. Good morning, good evening, good night, everyone. Which version of the Athena 75? What do you mean? Like which color? I will be building the anodized orange U9 colorway. The colorway that matches the Obscura switches, which I don't have any more of, as well as probably Orangey, but I also don't have Orangey. So we're just going to build it with whatever today. I was thinking about using the Saru switches. Actually, I should pull those up because I really don't know all the stats of the Saru switches. The V2s, the HMX V2s, Sarus. Foosball is the devil. I like foosball. Sebastian, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, bro. I'm still a little bit under the weather. I don't know what the fuck. It's been 3 weeks, I feel like now. It's been driving me up the walls. Your video got me to upgrade the Bridge 75 to the Evo. Do you like the upgrade? How's your time off? I'm going to be taking time off. I sent you a message, actually, Ineffable. I'm going to be taking time off this week, actually. The only exception is I will be streaming Wednesday. I'll be doing, if me and Ineffable can, like, coordinate, which is honestly on me because I've been sick, or whatever it's been doing. I will maybe be doing the, what's it called? Oh my god, what is it called? The, why am I blanking? The EC version of the schema. EC schema. Courtesy of Ineffable. So everyone, if we can get that coordinated, we have to give Ineffable a round of applause there too. You've been building keyboards for years. Do you still feel the same excitement every time you open a keyboard case? Yes. Okay, let me explain. I was actually, someone emailed me about this the other day. Let me explain to you guys the general like thought process when I open something new. I have to learn, like I had to learn over the years, not with keyboards in particular, just in general, that like whenever I get to open something, regardless if it's the same thing for the 100th time, okay? The secret to remaining positive and the secret to remaining excited is to not take said thing for granted. Whenever I get something on my desk, regardless if it's been like a review thing, if it's something I paid for, if it's keyboard, non-keyboard related, if it's the same snack I've opened 100 times, I look at it and I think I am, in a way, blessed to have this thing on my desk one more time. And it's exciting. Like, it's exciting that I get to do that again. Like, I get to experience something regardless of how many times I get to experience. And it's a positive thing, right? So I don't think keyboards will ever, like, I don't think even tinkering things, the same original bag of chips. Hey man, I'm a man of simple taste. And I think it's really important that you kind of look at things that way too. Like, not everyone obviously needs to think the same way I do, but it's relieving to not constantly want more, you know? To not constantly feel like, oh, things have gotten boring. I need something new and exciting.
Hey Alex,
you know?
I changed my Twitch
How you
name
doing?
from Bonnie to Nilole. A lot of change has happened
Tony,
since
what's
I
up?
was last here. I had serious stomach
Oh,
issues
shit.
the beginning of this year, but then also my son was born in
Yeah, you
March.
told me about that. I
And I
remember
couldn't
that,
be
yeah.
happier. I miss you all and I
Congrats,
love
man.
this community. Love you all less than 3.
Hopefully the new baby has been going well, Mr. Tony. Love you, man. Thank you so much for subbing. It's a good way to reset. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Like, for example, I think even just being able to experience slight changes in the way that you build things, and also think about it like this too, right? Even though I've built, I think, well over 1,000 keyboards, maybe even over 1,500 keyboards, when I look back, and this even okay, here's another good example: photography. I recently went back, and this is over a short period of time, and went back and edited all the photos I took of my Banff trip, and that was 3 years ago. I was going through them and I was scratching my head being like, why did I edit it this way? The same thing with keyboards. I look back and I go, oh, I learned something new in the course of 3 years, even if it seems like that thing I learned developed really slowly. When you go back and you look from 3 years or 4 years or 5 years ago compared to now, and you're like, wow, like this is a big change that you don't notice over a long time, because you're kind of living those moments. And I think that's also part of the excitement, is to see is to realize that you change as a person too, and your tastes probably will change. Not everybody, but probably will. Anyways, that's the answer to that. I get to relive what it was staying in Mexico for the summer. No AC, humid AF, 105 heat index. Actually it's nice here in Toronto today, but it was hot last week. How many switches do you think you've lubed in your lifetime? I have no clue. I don't even want to think about that, actually. That's too big of a number for me to even want to picture at the moment. How about you guys? Do you guys have a number in your head? Can you recommend some tactile switches for foamless build? My number 2 choices: HMX Hydras, Gatoron Type Rs. Number 2. And then, you know what? Maybe the Saru V2s today. I've heard good things. But I think those are my favorite 2 tactiles. I think there was one more tactile switch. I just don't remember the name of it now. That I enjoyed sort of recently. Tofu TKL or Plus 84? I like the Tofu TKL better. I think you can get more out of it sound-wise. The Plus 84, though, I think technically wins on the value perspective. Like, you are getting like a cheaper keyboard. And I did like the Plus 84 for that. But sending love from Singapore. Thank you so much. Appreciated, dude. Just dropped on to say I'm planning to get deeper into the hobby. Want to build a new keyboard. What 65% would you recommend? What 65s are available right now? I mean, if you want to spend some money, I did like the number 2 65s. They are kind of expensive though.
Been in
Neo
and out
65
this year
core.
with my daughter being born
Thank
in
you,
March, but
Bern.
it's good to catch one live for the first one in a while. Happy
Happy
28
28,
months.
dude. Happy 28, man. I'm glad you're here, man. How's being a dad? Been going well? If you can find yourself an Ori 65, go fucking nuts, dude. Get the Ori 65. The Tofu 65 is also good. I think Neo, if Neo's still selling the 65 core, that's an excellent first choice. Like, excellent. It's like exponentially more work. Do you think, though, that it feels a little bit different than regular work, Burn? Like, it's a bit more rewarding? If you've built the Cable Defense Athena 75, please compare it to the Neo 65 core. The design is appealing. I'm curious how it sounds. You're in luck, Wisdom. We're building it today. We're building it right now. I have it. Well, I'm not going to be using linears today, though. That's the problem. I don't have the same exact switches. I was going to use these Saru tactiles because they looked fun. We can do 2 builds. I just don't have any linears prepped for today. I got through... I was lubing some of these. I only did 70. Oops. But I haven't finished lubing these just because this actually took me way longer than I thought it was gonna. So we had to pivot builds today. Sorry it was so good, Alex. You're gonna like them. I'm excited. Nowadays, I feel like not having a separate numpad is frustrating. Does it get annoying not having F-rows? Not really, because for this computer, I don't use it. I know this sounds really lame and kind of a cop-out answer. I don't need F-row keys for anything that I do on this PC. On this, like, unit. When I'm playing games, though, I will admit, my first choice is to reach for a 75%. That's just how it's been. Or I just have to learn, like, I have to tell myself to bind everything to function plus, one of these for the F keys. I don't know. I literally I work off of a 60. I think I prefer a 65 still for my work computer. But yeah, I don't really need anything past that. I love 75s. And maybe this is a point of difference from a lot of people. I love 75 keyboards. I feel like they've gotten a bad rap over the years because every brand has just... Every brand took the 75. They took the layout and then they beat it to death. And then now nobody likes it. Every brand, they're just like, we can make a 75 too, and they're just pounding it, bro. They're just like done. Only Sonnet looks decent. I love the Sonnet. Sonnet looks great, but I also think like the 7V was a good looking keyboard back in the day. They should make a Tofu 75. That's what they should do. That would be a sick looking little board. Well, it'd be very simple, but it would be nice. Yeah, I feel like there's just a lot of... I think the reason, again, why people kind of look at 75s and go, is because, dude, every brand makes, like, a very generic 75 that ends up kind of sucking a little bit, ends up not looking cohesive. It looks kind of bad. Everyone associates it with cheap now, which sucks. But I get it. I like 75s, though. I've always been a sucker for them, always. I have to say, though, I think once Glorious made their 75... It went downhill from there. It definitely did. Tofu's 75's in the works. Nice. Compact 75 without the break between F-row. I mean, it does look good. Didn't they have the Hex 4B with that one there? Manta 75? I don't think the Manta would look good with anything past a 65, guys. Why does the layout get blamed? There's a ton of generic 60s and 65s. I think it's because... Someone said this too. It's so easy to make 75s look like shit. With 65s, if you just build like a generic shell for a 65, no one will think twice. But people try to like make 75s this like grander than life thing for some weird reason. Also, I think it's just become like synonymous with like slop, believe it or not. There's just so many 75s out there. But yeah, I think it's just easier to make 75s look like shit. So Alex, what 75 keyboard do you like? I want to explore a good 75. I mean, to start off, the Sonnet is definitely one of my all-time faves in terms of the way it looks. It's a classy looking keyboard. Other 75s over the years that I've used, I mean, the Hex 4B was a big one when it came out. I ended up shelving that one there for such a long time, but it's still so good. 7V was amazing. Oz, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it, dude. There's been other 75s that have come out. To tell you guys, I remember them all is a lie. I don't remember them all at this current time, but there's been more. Like, there's been ones that have come through here that I've loved. I just don't use them on this computer, right? The Kohaku is so meh in terms of look. Don't get me wrong, it's an awesome board, but I'm not into the look, and that's fair. A lot of people will maybe agree nowadays, but I think the Kohaku still has a bit of a, it has a following for its simplicity as well, and just how it looks. So I think it goes both ways, and this goes with any keyboard. Any keyboard can look good to the beholder of the keyboard. So nice.
Athena 75. Wow.
Thank
ow,
you,
ow,
Fire. Ow, ow, ow. The Neo 75 was a good looking keyboard too. Alright, but this is the Athena 75. Good segue to start with this. They did send this over. KBD Fans is technically sponsoring the stream because of that. With that being said, as you guys know, I've criticized KBD Fans a bunch of times. In fact, they've even been so kind enough to take all my feedback and apply it to their keyboards. I will not stop doing that, rest assured, for this beautiful keyboard today. The Athena lineup is an interesting one. To start this conversation off, I want to say one thing. First, let's
Mr. Otos,
Hi,
thank
Dot.
you for the vibes. As
Thank you,
always,
Dot.
less than 3.
Love you, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. But the Athena is an interesting one because the Athena follows the same design language as the Athena full size. Oh, let's let this read too. Hold on. I need some water.
Alex, the world needs to know. Would you rather have a horse-sized dog or a dog-sized horse?
I would have a horse-sized dog. What am I going to do with a dog-sized horse? What do I do with that exactly? Not that I want either one. Like, I don't need them right now. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I mean, you definitely need food, but I don't know. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Midas. But yes, the Athena follows suit with the full-size version of it. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I think this aesthetic, right off the rip, is probably not going to be for everybody. However, I think they've made this a very interesting looking keyboard in a world full of very plain Jane keyboards. So I think the Athena does hold a slightly special place in my heart because they made it look fun while making it look also kind of simple from the top. They've done a few different things that I've seen so far with this particular unit or this release. But I guess we can open this up and start looking. There's tons of colors. We'll go through the webpage here as well. I do have one complaint as usual with KBD fan stuff, with their, I guess, buy page, which we'll go through. But first, let's just unbox this. We'll kind of do it backwards today, where we unbox this. Actually, let me take off this escape key. I'm using the prototype for the schema, like the early proto. Let's actually just move this off. I don't even know why I have this on my desk. All right. I have to say too, KBD Fans has been making some really fun looking cases. The Agar micro case was so cool. They really put some... Sorry, my camera's gonna freak out while this happens. Love the look of the modern Sonnet, however they're not selling them. They come back all the time. I think they're going to be restocking Sonnets eventually. All right. So, like I said, this is the Anno Orange. Oh, this looks cool already. A dust cover? Yeah, that was my thought too. Dude. Already? So, again, we have the U9 color on top. This is Coated. Small little cherry lip, some decent sized bezels on the side with the thicker forehead and chin. We have an internal weight structure over here using some Torx screws, which is nice. We have this little button thing, which I was reading about. You can bind to anything. Look at this. Even this is machined, which is awesome. I love what they did with the space over here. Love, love, love it. And then we have our screen with the little owl kind of like blocker thing there. I don't know what to call it exactly. The shroud for it. So it does give it some character on the top. And then this translates all the way to the bottom over here when we flip it over. And we have this very not so boring design on the bottom. Look how fucking sick this is. I should swear. Look how crazy cool this is. We've done the full size, but this has a bit of a different texture everywhere, and let me show you. So, as you guys can tell, this has knurling, sort of a knurling style design to it. As you can see, it varies depending on where they've done this machining. So believe it or not, this is actually something we were thinking about exploring with our own project, me and Bull's own project. But it didn't look good on ours. They made it look really cool on this. Look how freaking sick this is. Right? So they've really put a lot of thought to even the texture of where all these pieces are going. You can even see on the eye, they have like a brushed look. And then they have the circular pattern on the iris, if you want to call it that. But yeah, isn't this crazy? Really, really beautiful. And you can see that texture. Again, the design of the keyboard kind of differs depending on where you're looking at it, right? Here's the side profile. Excellent. Excellent side profile. Look how beautiful this is. To me, this is like sonnet level of pretty for side profile. Love the way this turned out. The way the light kind of just captures just a simple little machining path over here. Excellent. The cherry lip gives it some definition as well. Very, very pretty. They did a great job. The coating looks good. The machining on everything looks good. The orange ano, a stunning color. Again, I don't know if this is for everyone on the bottom, but it definitely makes the keyboard unique. And you know what? I actually think this looks better as a 75 than it did as a full size. We have a recessed USB-C cable port, which is pretty normal. But it's nice to have. Not everyone includes them, just so it hides some of the connector. Here's the other side. If this was a 60, dude, this is a 60 would also go pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie. But beautiful, right? Absolutely stunning. Here's the front again with that small little lip on the front there. But yeah, they've done some really great texturing on this for the price point. And we didn't even get to that point yet. The starting price of this is around, what, $220-ish? It's like $216. And this is, okay, the pricing on this is fantastic. Truly.
Hello,
for what you're
Alex
getting.
and chat. Happy Sunday.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Z. I love you, buddy. But it's an excellent price. However, I feel like they're doing one thing that just like bugs me. And let me share my screen here. You guys can tell me to fuck off with this one here, but let me make sure nothing is on the right page here. Okay, it is. Maybe I'm like reading this wrong, but is there no way to remove the foam? Can I not buy foam? Can I not unclick this? Why can't I? Sorry, I'm making this really big here. Why do I have to buy the foam? You can't. Why do they do that? Why even make this a step 2 option? Foam forever? They make it seem like plus $10 for foam, like you have a choice. Okay, regardless of that though, they have a bunch of different colors. They have E-white, they have anodized black, anodized red, anodized dark blue, light blue, pine green, gray, silver, and these start at $211, as you can see. Remember, this is with a solder PCB. Dark purple, light purple, anodized teal with L9, U9 with the orange, which I think is beautiful. They have a raw one, which is already gone. Apparently this sold out. I'm gonna be real though, I actually think the raw one's kind of the lamest one these days. For this, I think the ones that are really capturing my attention are like these two. But you know what? Raw never looks bad to me. It's always a fun look on keyboards. I just think on this particular keyboard, this one here looks better with like the colors. We have raw anodized black, which is interesting. We have raw anodized red, we have pine green, and then we have dark purple. I think these are the more fun ones, truly, with this. I would have loved to see them explore all the different colors with this L9 and U9 pop color. That would have been really cool. I also feel like, I don't know why the price just suddenly went down. This is KBD Fans website stuff. I also feel like this would have been great as an a la carte system where you just customize. And they have done that before for some of their boards. This would have been an excellent board to explore that with. They should have done that. You know how they usually sometimes do like the custom colors? This would have been cool for it. I think the raws, I don't know. Honestly, I have no clue why the website's being like this now. The raw's more expensive? I don't. Is it? I have no clue. Anyways, it starts at around $220-ish. Again, my usual critique, which I think Pancake said they're already working on different parts of their website. Their website stinks. It does. They also have some desk pads, which I don't think they have pictures on here, but they have desk pads you can pick up for $15 that are like the owls on the back. I think that's a cool choice. And then they also have artisans, which are mostly looks like sold out, as well as blockers, which I think that's all they have is Cupid arrow, and they have a Death Knight one, which is cool. And then a bunch of extras. You can pick some different plates, as well as different stabilizers. So I'm guessing this comes with a pack of stabs. And then hot swap foam kit. anyone you go with, you have to buy the foam kit. I disagree with that. I think they should take that away. But it is what it is. Extra $10 for something you probably, if you don't want it, you're forced to buy it. Really awesome though. Let's take a look at the inside of the board here. Let's take this apart a bit. The plate mount ones come pre-lubed. That's cool. Is it a good pre-lube? Knurling is awesome. It's also cool to watch being done on the machine as well. Yeah, I think they did, just for the sake of talking here too, guys. Seeing this in person, like I already knew part of these details ahead of time, but I had waited to open this until you guys, until we saw this on stream together. This is, I think, one of the more impressive projects I've seen from KBD fans, just from a sheer like cohesiveness for design aspect. I really like what they did. Like this is truly, truly, truly so gorgeous. You know, like they did great with this one here. I think this is a visual step up even from the Athena 1800, just from some of these machining choices here. These like small little bits that they did, but very, very cool. Let's see what's inside here. What's in the rest of my case? So you have an accessories box. I like what KBD Fans has been doing with this too, just giving you like a little layout of what you get inside, so you know what to expect. And then I think they gave me a lot of PCBs and plates here just to test, so get them all out now. Too bad they don't have non-flex cut plates. I'm like in between with non-flex cut plates and stuff. I guess I don't really care either way. Like, it doesn't really detract from me. It's more the PCB that will detract. Oh, one of these is my Agar PCB that they sent me. One of my Agar PCBs was dead and I asked for a new one. One of the prototypes they gave me a while ago, so this is for that. That's why there's an extra PCB in here. All right, so what else do we got here? We have a PC plate. We have an FR4 plate. We have our... Is this the aluminum? Aluminum. But you know what, though? For not for nothing, is this considered the flex cut aluminum? Is that really it? I don't think that's really much of a flex cut. In which case, I'm not really hurt by that. What the hell? This glue is like industrial grade right now. Oh my god. One second, guys. I thought this would tear open easy. It's childproof? What are you trying to say? I would say worry not, guys. If this is it, this one relief cut on the top separating the F row versus the standard like alphas here, I would say worry not. This is not like Matrix Labs level flex cut. You know what I'm saying? And I'm guessing this is what they mean by non-flex cut, which is, to be fair, it's actually kind of standard that you don't get flex cuts with PC because you don't do that with PC plates, just from like a structural standpoint. Worry not, I'd say. I don't know what I want to use today with the Saru switches, but we have an aluminum plate. Ooh, I like what they did here too. There's a little close-up on the plate, little interesting thing here. They have these extra little relief cuts. What's going on here? Some dust. Extra little relief cuts sitting where you would put, so you have the U relief cut, then a secondary relief cut on the plate. So that's nice to see. You guys want to see carbon fiber? I'm down. Carbon fiber with tactile usually hits. It's like a good sound profile. Let's see, is this glue any easier to open? This one's good. It's just the other one. Same idea here. So this plate's built the exact same way. In terms of layouts, it looks like we get everything on this plate with the included support for ISO, which is nice. Solid, very solid. Dude, I wish more people did forged carbon fiber plates. I don't think there's a sound difference between forged and regular, but forged looks so cool. I want to see more forged in the future. And then here is our hot swap PCB. Also, I have to say kudos to KBD Fans for even offering a solder PCB for this. I would have loved a solder PCB today, but I'm also fine with hot swap. In terms of hot swap layout, we get everything. We get 7U spacebars. We get split left for the ISO. We get split backspace. We get stepped and regular caps lock. Good compatibility on this. Very, very good. You know, obviously some are going to be north and south facing, but that's the compromise I'm willing to make with some of these PCBs in hot swap. It's really good to see this. I like the fact that there's 3 keys in the bottom left. Yeah, this is good. This is good to see. Reset button on the top, which is also a beautiful touch too, by the way. Actually, this is not the reset button. This is... Oh, this might be the button for... Actually, is it? Oh, this is this button. It's my mistake. So, this over here is a button like I mentioned earlier, and I'm guessing... I thought this was the reset button. I'm guessing there's a reset button on the back. I'll have to find it later. But this is for that extra button that they're offering. Can this be plateless? I don't know, actually. I guess maybe you could do plateless. I guess. I don't know if I would on hot swap today, though. It can be. I guess you could. That's actually another cool touch, too. We do have some Kale hot swap sockets. I wish, this is not a slight to KBD fans, I wish Kale would stop making their sockets the way that they do. And then we also have KBD fans using these larger diodes, which we've seen on a lot of the more current projects. And then it does look like, and you may have to do this with KBD fans because they've done this for other projects in the past. If you want ISO on your hot swap unit, I'm sure if you leave them a note, they will set that up for you. They've done that in the past, but the stream is lagging.
So nice.
Is it better now? It says it's stabilized. Thank you, Soundtrack. I appreciate it, man. Oh my god. I think it's the stream. Look at the camera. Oh my god. Let it stabilize. Is it YouTube or is it Twitch? I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure. It's Twitch? YouTube is fine? I have no clue then. Was troubleshooting my Wi-Fi for a minute. The camera's lagging, the audio is fine. That's weird. Alright, let it catch up. Water break, everybody. Remember back in the day when Twitch would just be lagging during League live events? Well, I'm glad it's not me. I thought it was me. I'm guessing it is maybe Twitch servers. I was troubleshooting too. Everyone moved to YouTube. Is it stabilized now? Is it better? I don't know. Are we good to continue? I don't think it is though, because I can see it's like freaking out. Keyboard is just too hot. Twitch is suffering. Your chat is lagging more than normal? Seems fine to me. If you guys need, just refresh the stream too. Twitch is better? Something is better now? Refresh if you guys need. Seems okay? Okay. So just to let everyone back onto the conversation before, I'm happy to see that the diodes they're using are these big diodes. Also, the ISO key does not have its own hot swap socket. You probably have to request that from KBD fans. Just as an FYI to everyone. I get why they don't include it. I feel like they should just include it in the box as well, though. But yeah. All right. Let's move on to see what else we get in the box here. We get our foam kit, which I'm not going to use. I'm probably going to keep this to the side. And to answer everyone's question too about the foam, I saw someone said it's better to have it than not have it. Like, I agree to an extent. But like, if I'm personally never ever going to use this, I feel like giving me this feels like waste at that point. And I know that's like really harsh to say, but I'd rather have this be an option. Like, to me personally, and this is my own preferences, all right? If I get to save even $5 by not getting a piece of I guess, foam that I'm never ever going to use, I'd rather save the $5, as well as not make more waste. Because this is going to end up, like I can already tell you, either sitting in the case forever, or if I end up ditching the case for some reason, this will end up in a landfill. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, from that perspective, I feel like it's not really being customer friendly. And I think that's worth mentioning. But I've always kind of had that critique when it comes to KBD fans and their included foam kits. Am I going to go to Streamer University? No, I think I'm too old for that at this point here. I watched a few clips of that, and I think my brain was melting from I couldn't understand what was going on. I had to fight for this because they wanted to do an 80 HE. This layout, I think this layout's great. It's like semi-exploded layout, kinda. Twitch is back to being weird. If it's being weird, then I don't know what to tell you guys. It seems like people are saying YouTube's good, but I can't help it. It's nothing I can do. All right, let's see what's inside here too. Is it still slideshow right now? So we get a cable. It's a really long connector on this cable. Holy shit. I know this goes in the back of your computer, but holy crap. This is long. But I'm never going to say no to an included cable. We get some instructions. And then we get our accessories. So some screws, feet, which I'm going to put on now, gaskets, top mount stuff, and some screwdrivers. Cool. ADHD sounds like ADHD for a second. I thought Alex was changing tops. Oh, no. I get what you're saying, but no. Okay. I'm going to put these away for now, and then I guess we'll just start doing stabilizers. Damn, did they not put stabs in my box? It said option for stabs, but I think, did they mean stabs on the plate, or did they mean included stabilizers? They're making me get my own stabs, those guys. Lolly, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, actually, let's see. How many stabs do I need? 4? I'm going to go lube a new batch. This batch here, I took out of another keyboard because it was meh stabs. I need to clean those later. All right. We'll tell Bob. Oh, you're all good, Patrick. I'm teasing. I don't care. But for other people, I care. Where's my cherry clip-ins? We're doing clip-ins today. Clip-ins, and then I need the clipper thing. Oh man. They should be included. I didn't see them there. Let me take another quick peek. Unless I put them to the side, didn't even realize. No, they're not in here. It's okay. Maybe when they were packing my my stream unit, they just forgot to put them in. I'm not pressed about it. It's not a big deal, but I do expect people who are buying this keyboard to get them, just as an FYI. So my expectation is you should be getting them. All right. Ooh, I like the subtle little orange pop from the anode reflecting on the side. That's cute, dude. Shit, this is a nice looking board, man. What are the mounting options? Top mount and, sorry, I forgot to mention this. Top mount and PCB gasket mount. And then also, to give you guys, I guess, some more info on the keyboard, to the front, I guess, past the front lip, it's technically a 19.78 mil. With the front lip, though, it's about 18.57 mil. So that's the front height there. Typing angle, I believe, is 9 degrees. And as for overall weight and stuff, I don't think I have like a... I don't think I have anything on that. But maybe we can measure it at the end. How do you mod Staby V2s? very, 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 very light coat of 205. That's all you need. I would not use anything else on Stabies. You can, if you want, try some XHGBDZ, but if it's your first time doing them, just use 205. No need to do anything else. Or else you run the risk of potentially over lubing, and then they start to get really weird. Knight's tabs, I feel like you can kind of swing both ways on that, so to speak. To this day, I don't know what the actual difference is between clip-ins and screw-ins. Well, okay, to give this the easiest point other than installation, because I feel like that goes without saying. See this right over here. Well, okay, yeah, see this, and I have to switch cameras. See this little piece, this part? I don't have a screw-in on my desk right now, but see how low that is? All right. If you wanted to do something like an O-ring build, and if most O-ring builds don't really accommodate both like screw-ins and clip-ins, because this is lower, it can actually accommodate something like an O-ring fitting in between the plate and PCB. Especially on places like backspace, if it's on a 60 or 65, as well as on the spacebar, which that goes without saying on every keyboard. So that's going to be the main difference, is just like mounting style, installation style. Past that, like, it's just a matter of preference. Some people don't like screw-ins for whatever reason. Some people just like clip-ins just because it's easier to, like, you know, pop in and out. But the main difference is just can it support an O-ring or not really. I think that's really, really the big difference there. I kind of like the installation of clip-ins too. I feel like it's really soothing and relaxing for some weird reason. Have you tried Corsa? Corsa. You're not talking about the Matrix one, are you? Oh gosh. So if screw-ins never existed, the world would be fine, unlike the other way around? Well, I mean, I feel like people would have found different options for things. I feel like that's kind of hard to say. Oh, I don't think I built that keyboard then, no. I don't think I've had a clip-in come out. Yeah, that was like one of the craziest things. Back in the day, people used to say, they would like swear up and down that clip-in stabilizers would pop out. I think to this day, unless I've been really rough with a stabilizer, I don't think during use or even during some light keycap switching, I've ever had one pop out. Ever. But again, I have had them pop out when I get really rough with the keyboard itself, though. What plate and switches are you planning on using? We're going to do the carbon fiber with the Saru switches. A little bit of tactiles today. A bit of a change of pace. I hope you guys don't mind. All right. These are the Saru switches here. I feel like Kaiju's a great choice, but I don't know. We'll see what we use. I feel like these will kind of match too. It's not quite orange. It's more of like a flesh color, a pink color. Maybe a light orange, but I feel like it still will match really well. It'll look good. These remind me of Hydra's a little bit. Maybe just a little bit of a different bump, maybe? All right. Let's lube these. Sacred Timeline would also look pretty fun on this. Am I going to watch the soccer finals? No, I'm not. I've been really like, you guys have obviously heard it in my voice. I've been really like tired lately, as well as my throat's been killing me. It's getting better now. Like I'm on the end of it. I'm still coughing every now and then. But because of that, because it's been nearly 20 days, we did a count today, me and my fiance, but I haven't been able to do anything, guys. I've been kind of like homebound. So I think today, because I'm finally able to like talk and breathe properly, I might go for a walk or something today. I feel very cooped up, like very like not healthy at the moment, you know? So today might be a go touch grass, finally, kind of day. But we'll see. We'll see where the day leads us.
This might sound cheesy, but after losing my dad last year,
Thank you,
I
Thomas.
picked building keyboards as a hobby. Your videos have been a wonderful guide and a source of comfort as I've navigated this past year. So thanks.
No, thank you, man. And my condolences, man. That is an awful thing to go through. I'm happy that you found something to kind of occupy your time. You know what I mean? Like, is sometimes sitting alone with your thoughts sucks. But dude, I can hopefully speak for everyone here, from all of us. We're glad you're here, man. We're glad you're here. My condolences again, man. Have those wildfires been affecting your voice? Yeah, that also has been killing me too. But thank you again, Anonymous. Love you, man. I've been away a lot for a hot minute. Sorry you ain't feeling good, fiance. I've missed something. Smalix lore? Yes, I proposed. What was it, 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago. And she said yes. So we're in a good spot. Random topic, but I mentioned I was building a sim rig like a couple of months ago. I'm halfway through the cockpit and I'm building the seat. Costs like 100 USD to ship here, which sucks so much. Still on my journey to find a decent cleaner car seat in a junkyard. Wait, you had to order the seat, and how much was that, if you don't mind me asking? What did you propose? I proposed a concept. I said, what if me and you? That was the concept. Thank you, I appreciate it, Shy Cat. Let's go. It was $450. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense though. That's like a high-end chair. Like, I mean, you know, it kind of makes sense. El Jopo, thank you so much for the tier 1, man.
Congrats on your conceptual relationship.
Purely conceptual right now. Until it gets signed in. Technically, we've been living together for a while now, so we're technically under common law, but what's the difference? I don't know. Gotta look in the differences. Z, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate the 4 months, my friend. Is this the special Alex version? I mean, it kind of reminds me of it, but it is a beautiful colorway. Is this I'm just bummed about the shipping. Yeah. I'll tell you guys the truth. You guys want to know how much the mantas were to ship to me? 34 mantas. You guys want to know? Any guesses? Wave, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate it, man. What do you think about HMX egg yolks? I have them here. I haven't used them, like, on a full keyboard. They are really loud. I don't know how to feel about them right now. I don't think they're going to be like something I run to go pick up personally. But yeah, it is what it is. $1,000+? Yep. It was expensive. I was a little bit shocked because I thought it would be like $500 to ship 34 keyboards. But I was very wrong. Very, very wrong. I guess my brain can't picture 34 boxes of keyboards. Like 34 keyboards in boxes in another box. But I guess it is what it is. Excuse me? Well, I will be selling some B-stock mantas eventually. Yeah, I did not realize. It's a lot of money, yeah. I'm hoping there's at least one extra bottom. There is for you, Pan. I already have yours sorted out. Don't even stress. I don't think it's the same color, though, but I think we talked about it. What do you think about the HMX Macchiato V2s and Caramel Pudding V2s? I actually ended up really liking the Macchiatos. I haven't tried the Caramel Puddings, but very, very, very good. Macchiatos ended up... I was unsure about them at first. Ended up really liking them. I should flip over the keyboard so you guys can see the bottom. It's so good. It's just so good, dude. Look at this thing. We were showing off some of the texture earlier. It is insane. Oh, I should put the feet on. I'll do that after this. The Sogurts? Oh, do you mean the yogurts? Or unless that's a different keyboard or a different switch. It's staring back at me. It kind of is. Why do you prefer Permatex in wires instead of Krytox? I actually don't prefer Permatex. Permatex, depending on which variation of Permatex, the one they normally sell at the store sucks because it separates really quickly. On Cherry Clip-ins, I like Loctite. This particular part number of Loctite, 495549. Thank you, Bruno. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully we're all vibing. 6 months, man. Appreciate that. But Loctite, I mean, this obviously depends on the Permatex part number as well, but different part numbers have different like consistencies of the dielectric grease. I do find the majority of Permatex to be too runny. But this is the best dielectric grease that I have used. They've changed part numbers once over the course of like 6 or whatever years I've been doing this. But this has still been the best one. The reason I like it is because it's cheap, it works, and I find this, I don't really need to replace this. I mean, I haven't needed to, other than one time maybe with every keyboard down the road. Like, it's been very, very solid. Like, I've never really needed to do anything, so. All right. Let's do this. 2 more stabilizers. Not bad timing, right, guys? How long has it been? 51 whole minutes? Almost done the stabs. Not bad timing today. I was using DBZ lube, but wasn't super thrilled with the results, so I might go back to the grease. DBZ is very application dependent, I find. You have to like really fine tune the amount you use, and it's just so good to go super light with that stuff. You know? Gosh. I'm so glad my throat doesn't hurt anymore though. It's just like a little tickle now. Has something been going around? Do you guys know? I feel like everyone I know has been getting something. Just a light coat and it sticks forever? Yeah, the XHC stuff? Yeah. You have to go super duper light. Cannot go heavy with that stuff at all. It's hard to handle dielectric grease. It says not to touch it, but it's hard to put on the wires in the housing. I find just dunking it is fine, but yeah, you're not really supposed to touch any of this stuff. The options of lubes I can find in my country is kind of limited. You can just use 205. If you have access to 205, Crystal, just use that. You can literally use this for everything on your keyboard. This is the most versatile of everything. This can use switches, springs, stabilizers. It's the answer to all the... If you're limited, this is the answer. If you can get it. There needs to be a stand to show... Dude, I agree. They should have done like a custom stand for this as well. That would have been really cool. Alright. Let's grab a wire. I like that. I like that analogy, Frozen. 205 is the ketchup of lube, although I hate ketchup. I am one of the maybe few people in chat. I know there's a few of us. I can't stand ketchup, dude. I think it's nasty. I've never liked it. And I've tried to like it. Never liked it. Oh, it's not one more box. Dude, okay, let me tell you guys a story. Well, not really a story. I've even had dielectric grease, Jesus. Well, I eat that too, I guess. I've had ketchup in recipes where I thought maybe I wouldn't taste the ketchup and it's just part of the recipe. I can fucking taste it, dude. I hate ketchup with like a burning passion. It's tolerable in some recipes, I suppose. Like I can eat it, but I still taste it. Whoever said you won't taste the ketchup lied to you. I just think it has like this acidic-y sweet taste, and I'm just not into it. I don't know why ketchup's still like. I'm speaking out of my own bias here, but I feel like everyone loves ketchup. Anti-ketchup? I just don't like ketchup, man. My favorite series started. Hi, how you doing, North? Have you tried mixing ketchup and mayo? I feel like maybe I have, but I'm not into ketchup one bit. Sorry, can you show me the aged bull in real life? Yes, I can indeed. Sorry, let me just dump out whatever was in here. This is the aged bull, although some fingerprints in it, so aged will have its kind of unique pattern no matter what you do. Very, very cool. Even some of the darkness or lightness in certain areas will be a smidge different. Very pretty though, right? And then depending on what you do, I don't know if you want to see this part too. There's little inserts. Sorry, there's like a hair on this and dust. You can put these inserts in, protect the inside as well. Yeah, it comes with both. So it comes with an orange one and a green one. So and the same with the foot. It comes with 2 different color foot as well. Schemable? No, these are just bowls. They're just the bowls, the collab ones. I started making my own Thousand Island dressing. Is that with ketchup? I don't think I've liked that particular dressing either. I'm very particular with dressings. Very particular. To staple on my desk now? Oh yeah, you got one, right, Eamon? That's right, that's right. Richard Nixon used to eat cottage cheese with ketchup? That sounds absolutely gross. Insane job from you, yourself, and bowl. That one there was more of a bowl thing. I just picked some colors for that one there. Bull's so talented. But yeah, if you're in Canada and want one, they're on my website. If you're in the United States and want one, they're in Bulls. But we think either way, if you want to support Bull more than me or me more than Bull, whatever, they're on both websites. I don't fuck with ranch. I don't mind ranch now, I suppose. For me, it's still just ketchup. I actually love mustard, though. I think mustard's delicious. I wouldn't eat mustard on some things, but on particular thing, dude, a mustard like sauce type thing on like chicken, for example, so good, dude. So good. Mustard's goated. Mm-hmm. And there's some like really nice variations of mustard too. Are those orbs all fidget spinners? Yeah, they're all fidget spinners, these things. They're from Novel Keys. Food topic makes me so hungry. I'm sorry, should we... Do you have fries with no dressing? Do fries usually have dressing? I'll put seasoning on fries. I don't like dipping the fries into stuff. I'm one of those... Listen, I'm a fry purist, all right? Depending on how I'm feeling, the only thing, and this is for sweet potato fries only, I will dip that in that sauce that they put for sweet potato fries. But fries, I believe if you put a nice seasoning on them, they're better than dipping it into random stuff. And if they're done proper, where they're a little bit more like soft on the inside, crispy on the out, delish. Let's not talk about fries right now. My fries are like my biggest weakness, dude. Fries and chips. I like, as you can tell, I like fried potato. Dip into a Frosty? Oh, from Wendy's? I'm actually not that big on that, to be honest. Actually, Wendy's in general, I've just like grown to really not give a shit about Wendy's. I don't know, I feel like they've fallen off, dude. Wingstop? Dude, Wingstop is so good, Drew. It's just so expensive. I don't know about you guys in the States, but like, Wingstop here, for like, wow, let me actually like figure out how much Wingstop is for you guys. Hold on, let me look at my phone. I'll tell you guys. If I want to do pickup at Wingstop, let's see. About $22.50 for a 10-piece combo. And the wings aren't even that big. I don't know when wings decided to be so expensive, but I don't really go out for wings anymore, man. I'll just make them at home. And I think even that's kind of crazy. All right, let's put these in the keyboard. I love that we hate on McDonald's every stream. It sucks too, because I feel like McDonald's would still be great if their prices weren't absolutely abysmal. And I think it's fair to criticize that because, like, it just kind of spiked out of nowhere. And it's not like the employees are making much money from this random spike of food. Actually, let's get the feet too. My wife and I went there last night to try a combo, and it was almost $60. Oh, for Wingstop? Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Wingstop prices are highway robbery. Absolutely insanity with that shit. Air fryer wings? No, dude. Wings on the barbecue. If you guys want some... I mean, it depends on what kind of crunch you want, I suppose. Wings on the barbecue. You do a little bit of seasoning with some olive oil. Well, you do some good seasoning because the barbecue will sometimes burn it off. But you do that, and then you make a little glaze and toss them for barbecued wings. The best, bro. But then again, I am a absolute simp for the barbecue. I think everything can be better with the barbecue, dude. Buy 10 pieces of fried chicken for like $8. What chain is that? Dude, fried chicken here is also really expensive too. Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce had me in a chokehold for like a year. I don't think I've ever even had Chick-fil-A yet. What's the sauce? Like, what is it? What does it taste like? Boom. Feet are installed. Pancake, do you know if there's going to be different color feet for different boards? I feel like if I got the all white one, I wouldn't want black feet. I would want like gray or something. That would be a nice touch from KBD fans if they offer that. Will this be another long stream? Nah, I think it's going to be a normal stream. Been eyeing a new board. I know the Neo stuff looks cool, but there's novelty stuff. Are there any other TKLs? TKLs? I mean, the tofu TKL. If you want a decent little TKL, I vibe with that. Can't go wrong with the tofu. Ow. Tell Matrix to make Carnival 6065. Dude, the Carnival's so cool. But Matrix pricing is kind of crazy. Well, we're good. My mind's perceiving that weird. Speaking of Tofu TKL, are you going to look at the round 2? Is there any differences between round 2 and round 1? I haven't even looked. I think I have some other stuff from KBD fans I'm going to look at first before another Tofu TKL. But if there's a lot of differences, I'd love to cover it, yeah. Alright, looking good everywhere. Perfect. Alright. Let's take out our carbon fiber and let's put in some switches. Oh, it's a local chain? Never mind. It's hard to beat sometimes local stuff. KBD fans has different vendors for a lot of their stuff. I don't know if there's one in particular. Maybe, is it Keybay Tech who's vendoring some KBD fan stuff? I'm not too sure. They should have a Canadian version for it, though. To be honest, though, every time I've ever ordered from KBD fans as a Canadian, it's not terrible. I think when I have gotten hit with duties and taxes, it's been like the bare minimum. A limited edition, basically fluted back texture TKL for the round 2. That'd be cool. That'd be a fun one to look at. Maybe I should have put this in separately here. I don't want duties. I hate those things. Me too. They're kind of doo-doo. All right, so we're putting some HMX Saru round 2 switches in these, or V2s. Let's pop these guys in. And then I'm going to make sure my stabs are okay. So let me just go find a random set here. just a test. We're not going to use it, but just a test. What set do I have? Everything used. What the hell? Why don't I have any unused sets at the moment? These are all in use. One sec, guys. I have Mecha Kaiju. I can try Mecha Kaiju on these. The prices in some of the tofu builds are wild. Like you can make a $300 and $700 CAD build. Oh, for the new tofu stuff. I have to look at the configuration and play around with it. It's good. Actuates perfectly, and let's just try the other ones. Good. I don't know. I've never used Saru switches before. We have a hotspot PCB anyways, so if we don't like this today, I have time in like a week where we can just play around with some other stuff for this, so no worries. We're good, so let's pop in some stuff here. Keyboards should have special cheap shipping. Well, they also weigh a lot, and they take up a lot of space, so they just, like, volume-wise, like, you can't, unfortunately. The Saru V9s look really nice in here. I think so, too. I think they'll be, like, a good, like, color match. I was actually ripping things apart this morning, trying to find if I had just like a single batch of the Obscuras in the same kind of color. I had none left. So bummed. That would have been the ultimate perfection here. Although, I don't know what we're going to do for keycaps today. A Renji would go out with this? Yeah. I think the Renji color, though, the orange might be a bit different. That's the only concern I would have, is I think the Renji orange is a lot more, like, in your face and vibrant, but it still would be the same tonality, I guess, sort of. I feel like I would want to go with something oddly beige here today. This matches your Mode Envoy. It does. It's like the same kind of colors. It's so cool. I really like that. Ooh, stomach's growling from the fry talk before. That's crazy. Smoked wings are awesome. Dude, smoked wings are. Mars Cadet. Oh, shit. Mars Cadet might be a sick choice for today, too, actually. We'll see. We'll see where we go with today's build. Why do some use the fork and sometimes not? Well, sometimes plates, like today's plate's a little bit flexy, right? Because it's carbon fiber. And these switches are going in a little bit tighter. So when that happens, right? Like if you can see from the side view, see when I push down, it kind of pushes down on the plate, right? And then it makes the plate bow downwards. And I don't want to have to be doing this with my fingers every single time. So the way around that is just using a plate fork so it pushes up on everything. See right now, like even on this side, it did. Even though I tried to push it up, it's not sitting with the switch properly. So that's why you'd want to do something like that. You just essentially want to ensure on special circumstances that you're getting everything to sit flush. And I guess if you want to know some negatives, if you're not having it sit flush and the plate's kind of all over the place, things can kind of go out of place. Like if especially on a hot swap PCB, you might notice sound inconsistencies. Even the way the plate might mount against the case might be warped, right? Can you get the Athena 75 in Canada? I mean, Cuban Defense ships it to Canada. Red would be a vibe for this? For keycaps? Really? If you guys want a link to, it's an affiliate link, so it's up to you guys if you want to click it. But if you guys want, it's the exclamation point build. So KB Fans, I'm pretty sure ships worldwide. I don't know about all the regional vendors. So if you have it on a regional vendor, that makes more sense for you, then do that. Do Cherry MX 2As need filming? Yes. I personally think so. They need a little bit of filming just because when you crack them open to mod them, they do get a little loose. Yeah, I don't know, my opinion, and I've never had bad experiences even before I started streaming with KBD fans, so I think KBD fans has been wonderful. I don't know why they get so much like weird hate. Divinity usually vendors for US, correct. As for regional vendors, past that, I am not too sure. Maybe, not Keybay Tech, I'm not too sure. Love all the accessibility stuff on your website. One of the best I've ever seen. Thank you. I put it in recently. I think it works pretty good. I have noticed on some of the web pages it kind of like makes things weird. But I've been trying my best to like adapt those web pages with the accessibility stuff. So, I don't know. Hopefully it works out well. I'm building my Envoy with TCS. Ooh, orange on beige would be nice. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. I love that. That's cool. Hopefully you enjoy it, Spork. As someone whose favorites right now are lubed, spring swapped, and filmed browns, I did everything except filming, and they were okay. Went back and filmed them, and now I fell in love. Yeah, because if you don't film them, sound kind of like sounds stupid, but I feel like sound rattles a little bit, like between the housing top and bottom, as well as it just doesn't seal as nicely. So when you film them, they kind of have like this fuller sound signature. The other day I spring swapped with 64 grams to my MX2As, and I don't know why, but they loosened all the scratch and clack. That's interesting. Maybe the heavier spring, or I guess, did you switch it from the stock spring? Oh, Nemo, I've been, God, man, this is such a weird topic. I don't know if I should, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm just like, I don't know if I should, like, list the protos. One of them for sure I can list because it's, like, great. But then also, like, I just don't know if I like, want to. Like, I have all the accessories and stuff for them. Like, they still work. They're fantastic, but I don't know. I feel weird listing them. So I was thinking about just waiting a little while longer. But they're ready to be listed. Just, I haven't done it yet. I was thinking maybe just releasing the one prototype, the Tangerine SC Proto. Like, they do have one small smidge of, like, a I guess, hindrance versus the units that you can buy retail, which is the internal has a piece in which we fixed for the final. As long as you tape mod it or basically put something to block the contact, it sounds perfectly fine. But yeah, it's the only difference really, other than the bottoms have been kind of altered, but that's just more of a structural thing for machining. But yeah, I was gonna list them at like 430 USD, which is like for the SE one, which is significantly cheaper, just because it's technically a B stock. But I don't know. I don't know what to do. I've been very like humming and hawing about it. I'm gonna think for a few more days. Insta buy. Pompeii with light alphas would slap on this board. Ooh, I don't know. I'm kind of sold on Mars Cadet. Feels so good to see this board with 7U spacebar. Yeah, they made a good PCB for this. I like the layout of this too. Okay, this is done. There are different thicknesses of film. I only exclusively use the foam films. The ones from Swag Keys are great. The ones from Durock are great. The ones from Desky are fantastic as well. But I exclusively just use foam films. I don't even screw around with the plastic films anymore. I do not like those things. Just foam. Personal preference, obviously, but that's kind of where I'm at with that. Okay, I like the exposed screws in this too. I have to give them kudos for that. It looks good on this board. Is it the right bit? It is not the right bit. No, I didn't see any split spacebar support. I don't think the solder has that. Deskies are very expensive for whatever reason, I don't know. But yeah, they're quite the pricey accessory. Magnetic screws? Are they magnetic? They are. Very nice, very nice. Put these here so I don't lose them. Very, very nice. Kind of matches this bowl a little bit too. Not quite, not 100%, but it's there. It's very close. Desky and Durock are basically interchangeable for me. I actually been using the Swag Keys ones right now because I don't know, I just happen to have a whole bunch. All right, so on the inside of the case, we have the little button over here, which we don't need to really do anything for. We have a pogo connector on the screen, which is really handy to have. We have a pogo connector here. We have this giant weight in which, if I take this off just to see, this is a large piece over here. Holy crap. Today is the time for the signature shorts. It's because I woke up so late. I could not sleep yesterday again. I'm feeling good today, but it was really hard for me to breathe last night again. Look at this internal. We have the Athena 75 daughter board here with that KBD fins daughter board structure, which is really fun. There's actually a purpose to this as well. It like limits the amount of, it gives it some bounciness, which makes it not as rigid. We have a big old weight here that's meant for the internals of the eyes and stuff. And then another piece over here. Again, I think for the price point, feel free and disagree or comment on this. Price point for this is pretty crazy. $220-ish. It's hard to say this is not good. Are you gonna do the FB before or after? Do we need to force break this? Is there included force breaks on this pancake or? Always found it super pretty, but haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. For which one, Zal? Yeah, I feel like you are getting your money's worth for sure on this board. It comes with them? I didn't see any force breaks. Oh, was it supposed to and I just didn't, it didn't come with it? Oh shit. I don't think it came with it. The little pads? Oh, is it these? Or is it this little Teflon thing that's reading over here? I thought this is for the top mount. Unless I'm incorrect. The Teflon ones for sure. I don't think mine came with it, unfortunately. They may have forgotten to give it to me. Oh wait, is this it? This might be it right here. Never mind, never mind, never mind. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. It's right here. Wait, was there something else in the box too? Oh no, it's just that. I didn't see this. I thought this was the feet that we just took apart. My bad, my bad. Do we have to use the little the pads on the orange looking ones? I left them on my board because I didn't know what they were for. Well, you don't have to use these. Just as a little FYI, these are called force brake stickers. What they do is they act as like a buffer between two flat pieces of metal. Sometimes, unfortunately, or whatever structural way you want to look at this, is parts don't either line up 100% or parts have some sort of kind of like mating surface which allows for a bit of a rattle, which causes some of that vibration that none of us really like, or some people do. What these do is they create a little buffer zone so it reduces those vibrations. Some people like that noise, some people don't. Some people can chalk it up to good keyboards don't need that. I disagree. Depending on the design of what you use, you might need those things. But they're a really simple way to make a keyboard less resonant if it has, I guess, a piece of case which mates with the bottom incorrectly, if you want to call it that. Compliment myself, young man? Oh, what the hell? I am not stupid. I am a caring person. Thank you very much. I appreciate your want to compliment me, Minus. Yeah, it's ultimately preference. I do think it's really nice when they include these in the package, though. Is there anywhere we're supposed to put these, or do they kind of just leave it up to the user? I think what would have been really nice is that they kind of... not really, actually. Maybe they should just leave it up to the user. I guess I'll just put them like near... I mean, it's usually best near where the screws are. But I guess I'll just put them there. I'll put them on the bottom case. Yeah, I don't see any places for them on this board. But it's totally okay. I feel like here, 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 and here, then maybe two in the middle. Not the end of the world, but I do think it would have been a better user experience had they included like little areas. But again, I don't think this is a make or break piece of this keyboard. The top case is really nice, yeah. Thanks, Alex. I didn't think they were force brakes. Thought they looked different. They look kind of like stab pads, right, Fire? I think for a long time there, I was using stab pads like this for force brakes, and I think it only makes sense that we get basically the same material to use. Yeah, I guess I'll just put like one here, maybe. I feel like we can even just get away with using 6. I don't think we need to use all 8 of these. Or I guess they give us 9, is it? I think that's all we need. Oh no, it is 8. I have to put one here. Is it me or do those come off easier, the force brakes? I'm not too sure. I don't remember from the last time. Okay. Let's do PCB gasket to start for the mods. Is there a way to block the screen? What do you mean, like not use the screen? No, you have to use the screen for this board. You absolutely have to. Does anyone have any preference for the internal cover of the Athena? Stainless or brass or CF? me see. Let me tell you. I don't think I personally would have any preference here. Okay, I'm assuming the little dots go downwards like usual, so I'll use that. Oh, are they just asking to turn the screen off or just remove it completely? Sorry, maybe I'm misunderstanding the question. Maybe I'm not getting it 100%. Oh, put that one there upside down. One sec, guys. I like the mounting points of the bottom. That's very nice. The bowl to keep track of the screws is a really nice idea. Yeah, you can use them for anything, right? They're just screw trays. I would love to get one of these Athena designs if they had better sizes. Not a fan of the current lineup. Well, I think this is what, their second Athena so far. Who knows? Maybe if this one here does well, they'll do other sizes. Boom, that's the build. I really like how simple this is as well. I think this, from a building perspective, is really, really, really easy. Okay, and I guess this just... Okay, that just works like that. So now we have to screw it all together. So let's do that. Screw trays are fantastic. I think if you're building keyboards a lot, it's good to have one at least. This in a 65 format would be sexy, dude. Love the matching switches. Yeah, they're almost matching. How much does this keyboard cost? It starts at around $220. I didn't get the most expensive variant, but here, you know what? Let's go look quickly. Let's go see what the most expensive variant of this keyboard is. Type Athena 75. The most expensive variant of this, if you really wanted to go crazy, you would get a raw unit, and then you would get a hot swap RGB PCB, and then you would get the carbon fiber plate, and the most expensive, oh, I can't, oh my God, because this is sold out. 1 second, guys. Add to cart. Oh, 1 sec. I have too many things in my cart. It's getting confused. Refresh the page to fix the pricing. It's not helping. 1 sec. Oh, here we go. Now it's working. Now it's working. Okay. It would be $287 for the most expensive variant. And then for the cheapest variant... Or wait, is it not $219 to start? I don't understand how this website's working right now. Come on, website. Can you load? So the most cheap variant would be... No, I think it is. I think we're good here. Oh, here it is. So if you want the cheapest... I mean, it says $211 for the cheapest variant. Subtotal $211. Wait, why did it go $5 cheaper? I'm so confused by their website, dude. Let me try this again. 1 moment, guys. Cheapest with solder is $211. Okay. I have that listed. Oh, maybe Gaby Defense needs to. Dude. Okay. The biggest takeaway from this yet again, dude. I literally have all that stuff picked. I refresh the page. It still says $216. The boards, like KBD fans, I've been finding they've been making great keyboards. Their customer service has been pretty good, for me at least, from other people I've spoken to. If you type in exclamation point build, they need to just, I know they're already in the process, they need to fix their freaking website, dude. It's so confusing. I know it's Shopify things, I get that, but I feel like other people have made good websites without the need for like this confusion here. They need to switch it. They need to like make it so that it's $50 more for raw, yeah. So the most expensive seem to be about $290, starting is about $211 with solder. But please, KBD fans, if you do one thing, yeah, I feel like there are better ways to utilize Shopify. That would be my 2026 wish list for KBD fans. How do you see something? How do you see something so cheap? Mine is like $276, which isn't a raw version. Are you sure? Because I just added everything to my cart and it said $211. Like I could have checked out and built the keyboard with that. I made sure to because all the parts are in the cart. It might just be the website freaking out, because that's what I just complained about too. I have the aluminum plate, the foam kit, which you have to buy. What if I just delete the foam kit? Can I not buy this with the deleted foam kit and have it be 201? What's stopping me from doing that? I don't know. Just speaking out loud, I suppose. And then we have the kit. Yeah, so this is 211 technically. They need to rehaul their website. Like the way you buy things on kbdfans.com. It's not awful, but it's not good. All right. I did purple ano and foam kit and it was $276. Are you sure? Let me look at this again, because mine's saying 211 right now. Let me just remove everything. Remove select it. You did purple ano. Ano dark purple, or did you do the anodized raw? Which one did you do? I need to know for Nemo's sake here. I'm pretty sure you did the anodized raw. No raw? Okay, so if I do anodized dark purple, and then you're saying you did, where's your message there? Hot swap and foam kit. So let's just do the regular, let's just even do the RGB hot swap just for the sake of talking. And let's just even pick the aluminum carbon fiber plate. Let's add this to cart. Add to cart. My subtotal comes out to $227. You might be clicking extras then, Nemo. Or maybe something's already in your cart. Mine's definitely not $276. Maybe he's including shipping. Maybe. I'm not talking with shipping though. Shipping's going to be, let me see. How much is shipping for me? Check out. Oh yeah, with shipping, mine's about $277. Oh, no shipping. Website's a GG. I don't know. Make sure you have nothing else in your cart though, okay? Please make sure. Okay. Dude, that's my other thing too. They don't make it clear when you're like, it's confusing because it looks like sometimes you're buying the part, but it's the extra parts. So just make sure with KBD Fans website. Again, I'm not trying to make this the whole topic of the conversation, like the whole stream. I know KBD Fans is working on something new. We saw last time, like Pancakes told us and kind of showed us. I think they just need to take a breather and make it for all their products. I feel like they might be losing business because it is sometimes confusing on their website. It's crazy too. Usually I'm criticizing the keyboard, you know, but I feel like KBD Fans' biggest weakness here today is the way you buy the keyboard. The keyboard itself seems fantastic. Let's go get some keycaps. Well, I'm probably gonna get Mars Cadet, right? I think that's what we all want. Mars Cadet. Whoa. Where is Mars Cadet now? Mars Cadet, Mars Cadets. That is not Mars Cadet. This is Mars Cadet. We were trying to buy the Tofu 63, but I was so confused with all the options. Yeah. Their new website, I guess the way the buying experience is gonna go is it's gonna be step by step, in which it'll tell you throughout the way of where you're buying it, which I think is really good. But currently, it's kind of like a meh way to do things. Actually, do we use Mars Cadet on this? Will this look good? think it will. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of... I'm having second thoughts. I don't even know about the orange. Like, I kind of don't... I don't know if I want this... So maybe the orange is alright. Hold on a second. Yeah, I think I maybe just want to go something monochromatic here. Maybe we just do... Well, not monochromatic, rather, but monocolored. Yeah, hold on. Let me rethink this. Let me rethink this here. Is classic really the answer? What do I have? I have classic on a board. I have to figure out which one it is. Let me look at my catalog of stuff. 1 second, guys. Rubber? Should we just put rubber on this? I don't know. Rubber is kind of a very diverse set, too. It kind of works. Rubber would smack. I don't have Pompeii. That's the problem, guys. I have rubber on the Sonnet, so we could take it off the Sonnet. Do you still have SWG beige? Did I have beige on something? I don't even remember. Easy? It's like a 1-to-1 move. Yeah, we could just put it on the Sonnet. Or move the stuff from the Sonnet to this. I'm kind of down to do that. Unless... No, we'll just do that. I think that's the best way to go. Let me just get 1 sec, guys. Sonnet. Where art thou? Wrong cabinet. Did that say cabinet 1? I have things properly listed now. I'm just reading it wrong, I think. I'm looking for what? Rubber, right? Closet 1. Oh, it is in closet 1. Okay, 1 sec. Let me get it, guys. Give me a few minutes. Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah, this should be a really easy 1-to-1 move. So we'll just do that. I don't think I literally need anything. This will be cool on it. You have a pick with all your keyboards, have a database to track. Having a database to track your keyboards and yes, I don't have pics of all my keyboards, but I have a database now. I've been keeping track of literally everything because it was getting to a point where I was putting away keycaps on boards because I wasn't taking them apart, and then I would just lose them, so. You guys don't have a database? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this looks great already. This is like the perfect combination of stuff here. Sacred Timeline would also look good on this, I feel, but I don't know. I'm kind of vibing this right now, Drew, you know? You know what it is, though, Silver? It's not so much that I don't know what keyboards I have. It's for the keycaps. I don't remember where I put the keycaps sometimes. And over the years, even when I had smaller amounts, I would put them in like a box somewhere and just forget about them. Yeah, I have a very simple Google Sheets thing now, so. Yeah, people have made Southpaw FRLs 1800s, I feel. I think. I don't remember what they've been called, but. You have an inventory system in your house? Well, I've been doing this for so long that I kind of have to now. If I don't, things just get a little bit all over the place. This looks good, actually. I'm happy we went with this. A page on your website of all your keywords? No, I don't have that. I don't actually feel good about doing that, though. That, I feel like, would just be opening up people to message me about weird shit. So, that I will pass on. Like, I already get weird emails every single day. Like, for example, over the weekend, so this weekend, I got one weird one. I haven't got a weird one in a while, but like, someone sent me like a long email asking about what switches I used for a particular build, and I helped them out. This was Friday night. And then on Saturday, they responded that they felt like when they were going through my channel that I was using a particular switch too much. And how can I really call myself a keyboard channel if I'm not using every switch? At that point there, like, I think maybe old me would have tried to explain to them, being like, it's literally impossible. But I just kind of ignored it. But I feel like opening up what keyboards I might have and stuff might open up more weird people to be like, can I buy this from you? I want this. Why do you have this? Can I have this? How much can I buy this for? So, I think I'm going to pass on that one. Speaking of, thank you, Jed. Appreciate it.
Hello, Alex. Go Spain.
Who's in the finals right now? I don't know. No, it's a different person. I need to also track switches too. That I don't have tracked.
So nice.
Yo, Alex. Sell
Thank
me
you,
your
Rar.
goods.
Shit. Which goods? Spain versus Argentina. Ooh. That's going to be one hell of a matchup, huh? Yeah, I mean, that's always been the point, right? MX is like the point of why I've used similar switches over the years has been the point of it's easier to compare, but it's all right. People just like to be chatty sometimes for whatever reason. Please don't show off the moon tower that we have joint custody on. Oh shit, my bad, my bad. I'll pass on that one there. I feel like if I was to actually maybe just grab the enter key from Mars Cadet or something like Orenji, just like an orange accent on the front, this would look super duper hot, dude. This would look sick. You need a good baseline to compare keyboards, so I understand using only a handful of different switches, but it's not like you don't try out other switches, just predominantly cherry blacks and cat milk yellows. Yeah, plus over the years, I've actually just really grown to really like milky yellows. Like, that's still one of my fave switches. But yeah, we try, I don't know, man. I feel like I don't make everything a YouTube video, but we stream 3 or 4 times a week. Minimum. I feel like we try a lot of shit. Maybe not every HMX release, which I feel like is impossible because I don't have enough keyboards to build. But man, do we ever try a lot? Hydrate, give me 1 second, I'll hydrate. I have a bunch of water here. What about stuff like Gat Raws or smoothies? We've tried smoothies. I feel like I've tried the Raws too. Gonna be honest though, sometimes there are switches I use, right? Which just, oh, I have to move this one here over. Which unfortunately, like, and I know this sucks, they're good at the time we use them, right? And then they just aren't memorable enough to want to use them again. There are certain switches in which I have felt very passionate about wanting to use again, or I've bought like second or third batches. But I feel like some switches we get in are just kind of like they fall flat, you know? Like for example, Gatoron Type Rs I think are the biggest shocker to me. I'm not much of a tactile guy these days. And I think Type Rs made me fall back in love with tactiles. And I think the fact that it can stand out amongst so many other switches really says something. I think even Hydras were a really good example. The Snowfalls being very close to Hydras were also a very good example of something that stood out to me. There's just been like TTC XPTs, Cheese V2s over the years. The Yogurt S's have made me want to buy a second set, which I did. So there's been certain switches that have made me really be like, wow, these are good. These stand out from the rest of the switches. Everything else I've used has been good. Perhaps not my taste, and that's, you know, the honest truth there. But it's usually just like, okay, this is good, but it's not like making me go, wow, I need to switch from the stuff I'm like currently switching or using right now. All right. Keyboard is built. Now, let's move some stuff out of the way, and we'll give this a little 360. What do you guys think? I think rubber looks really good on it. Dude, this is so hot, dude. I mean, if you guys want to go over this again, I suggest just watching the beginning of the video where we did up closes on everything here. But I mean, this is so well done. I really like the way they did this board. Fantastic job. Very, very good. Okay, I think right away my only smidge of a complaint, but not really because this isn't really a super important button. I think this button feels a little bit like you have to put a lot of force into clicking this. You can kind of see my finger kind of going white there, but maybe that's not my favorite feature about the board. It's nice to have as an extra little button there, maybe for like swapping between some stuff, but still a good use of space. I still really appreciate that. It feels better in top mount. Yeah, this is a button here, guys. Okay, let's plug this in, see how some of these other features. No, it's a functional badge. All right, so we have the RGB popping up. We have KBD fans kind of glitching in there. Screen's pretty bright, actually. I don't know if this already has a preset GIF or anything, or maybe I have to do it. Oh, maybe it just says KBD fans for now. But there is that. And again, there's no RGB anywhere else on the bottom here, but stunning board. Can the F13 be remapped to delete? Yeah, you can remap it to anything you want. That's the beautiful. Oh, is it pressing the button for... Oh. It says to be uploaded, guys. We'll just leave it on number 1. I have to upload the rest. Maybe I should have done that beforehand. I didn't realize this wasn't preloaded with some stuff. But I know the process is pretty simple for this. All right, let's see how this sounds with the Saru switches inside. I also really like how this orange anode is just leaving this bit of a glow here from the reflection. This is not RGB. This is just like reflection. Okay, guys, this looks good as a 75. With the cherry lip, I think that kind of elevates this board. let's see how this sounds. So again, HMX Sarus, carbon fiber plate. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I think the Sarus are really good too. I think this switch is really holding its own on this board as well. See the modifiers. Spacebar. Okay, I do think the right is a little bit more tinny sounding. Perhaps that's the switch with the carbon fiber. The left, really nice. But I don't hate these sounds. I just think I prefer kind of this like sharper clack over here. This has a bit more of like a tin, almost like a resonance sound to it. This is no foam at all, yeah. Maybe I need a little bit more lube on the stab here. I don't think I do, but it could also be this thing here too. But this is overall, like the alphas sound really nice on this. Oh, the animation gets faster as you type. So I'm guessing any animation will just be faster as you type here. It's pretty cool. I think that's like the old one too, right? I don't think this button is detracting anything from me. I actually quite like the badge, guys. But again, I think this is going to be personal preference. I do think this is remappable to anything you want, by the way. This doesn't have to just be changing screens. I think it looks pretty here. I understand what some of you guys are saying. I think some people are thinking the badge is a bit tacky. I think that's fair. I think this goes with a bit of a warning here. This is personal preference. But I don't think this detracts from the keyboard for me. This screen, I actually kind of like it. I kind of like that there's a little owl on the top too. Again, it makes it different in a world full of keyboards that already kind of look like this. This stands out, and it's not too much like in your face. I would have loved if they had made a separate version without this button. I think that would have been really cool. Obviously, that's not here today, and I don't mind this at all. I like the button. The button's nice. But this is nice. I like this board. It sounds really good. It feels good. Let's try top mount as well. I think the comfort of typing is very nice. Cannot complain about that one bit. I like the things that adds personality to a board. Yeah, I think this has a lot of personality. A lot of it. Let's try top mount. Maybe top mount will be so different with the CF here. Let's see. So we gotta take these guys off. Put these in the bowl as well. Maybe we'll do an orange enter and stuff for picks. We'll see here in a moment. Top CF can be hit or miss. I'm a little worried just because normally I'm more of a plastic plate kind of guy for a top mount, but you know, I've been wrong in the past when it comes to particular top mount sound signatures. I need those screws. How does the Athena compare with the CF plate to the Neo 75? Ah, man, I don't even know because I don't think I used a carbon fiber plate for the Neo 75. I also just think like, listen, let's try out the top mount at the very least. I think both of them are going to be good boards. Right now, I can already tell you, like if you told me which one do you want more, based off of just sound and feel, I don't know. Like I feel like me personally, I wouldn't have a tough time choosing. They're both good. It's really easy, you know, just pick one and you're good to go. I think where the tough time choosing is what visual aesthetic do you like more? What vibe do you want on your desk? I think both keyboards are doing it well, to be fair. All right, now I think this goes on this. I want both. I know. I'm not one to tell you. So like what I do for here is, I will probably never ever give you the answer that you want. I give you the information. Whichever you end up wanting is the one you end up going with, right? Does this go on the top of the... That I'm actually not too sure. Does this slot in here or here? Oh, I would have assumed this slotted in there. Okay, let's see. Does this slot in here? I don't remember now. Maybe it does slot into this. Oh. I don't remember either, Pancake. We'll figure it out. No, it isn't this either. Maybe it is this. I swear it was this one. I swear it. I think it was in the plate. I thought so too, right? I feel like it doesn't actually properly fit there. You know, they have instructions. Let me go pull up the instructions for this. This I'm actually not positive on. I can't seem to get it to slot in properly to either. But they have instructions right here. Let me look this up. Still taking applications for platonic sugar daddy / mama. Oh, rich adoptive grandparents. I get it. I get it. I do. Let's see. Let's see. Athena 75. View all resources. Manual. Let's load up the manual here. Actually, it's copied to the computer. Probably easier. Oh, is it not going to copy nicely for me? Just read the friendly manual. That's what I'm doing. Oh, thanks, Pancake. Appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Athena, view all resources. Download the guide. Let's see. What are they saying for these parts? Oh, do they not have where these parts install? Oh, they do right here. Top mount. It doesn't actually say. Reading in this hobby? Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just showing to screw them in, no silicone barrier things. Do I not use those things? No, it says top case. Okay, top case silicone pad. Maybe they do fit into the top case. These are a little bit awkward to put in, I'll tell you that much. Although they don't really show it on the... The instructions aren't very good for this part. Unless they just fit in like this. Well, let's just try this way. DM. Thank you, Pancake. I'll wait for your DM. I think they fit in like this. I think I got it, sorta. I think it fits in like this. Although, it's a little awkward to get in here. I feel like this would have been easier from the plate. If they had done this and designed it so the plate housed these things. Yeah, I think these are like the agar bumpers, maybe a bit. My chair is so squeaky now. Think about getting a ready-made Athena, but not sure what all the options to get. What options do they give you? think I got it. You got it right now? Perfect. Another small criticism. Again, not really truly a big one here, but they probably need to put this into their guide. I feel like it's missing. It's missing from their guide. All right, let's put in the plate now. I think we got everything. And let's screw these guys in. Yeah, I feel like if you're a bit more like finicky with dexterity like I am, like I don't have the best skills when it comes to my dexterity. These might be a bit of a pain in the rear end. So just as an FYI to everyone. Yeah, my hands shake a lot, so I found a sealed set of GMK Norse with bass, spacebar, and Latin Elvis for $320. USD? That sounds hella expensive. Is that expensive, guys? Am I wrong on that? I don't think all those kits were about $320. I don't know, man. If you want it and you can put value to that, then sure. My personal opinion, that is borderline. Like, I think that's like the high end of what I'd want to pay for anything like that. I probably wouldn't buy it, but to each their own, right? How's alignment on this? Is there any alignment issues do I need to be aware of? Alignment seems a little weird with the top mount. Yeah, like I'm not actually too keen on the way this is aligning right now. All right, better now. You do have to kind of shimmy it around. Maybe some better way to align it where the bumpers are on the PC or the plate, and the bumpers act as like an alignment as well, would be a smarter thing to do for KBD fans, opposed to just having the bumper on the case. I feel so good in my air conditioning. Mowed the lawn and was dying from the smoke and heat earlier. Yeah, dude. Is it still really bad outside? I haven't really stepped outside today, so. Just be careful out there, guys. Be very careful. All right. Let's put some stuff away. Should I put these bumpers back in the bag too? And then we can do a little top mount test. It rained for like a brief second here the other day, which helped a lot. And then it just went back to regular, schmegular. All right. Why am I feeling like... You know, I'm actually not liking the way the button feels on the top mount here, Pancake. Okay, so you do, these are a little bit finicky then, huh? All right, note, the only real note I have for this keyboard right now. Well, two things. I do think that the little top mount things, top mount gaskets, force brakes, whatever you want to call them, I think they're going to be better suited on the plate and acting as an alignment system. That's number one. Not the end of the world for that though. I did just notice, and I just fixed it, if you do happen to screw this in, I would say even a smidge tighter than maybe they want you to for the top mount, this stops working. So the button for this, it does feel a lot better in top mount though, but you do have to be careful. If you screw this in too tight, it won't actuate properly. That would probably be the only real piece of criticism I have here. So I don't know the best solution to fix something like this, because this is incorporated, you know, this button is incorporated on the PCB. Maybe it's its own daughter board or its own separate thing, which would ultimately make the keyboard a bit more expensive, unfortunately, but maybe that's the real only piece of like anything that I'm seeing on here. Not the end of the world, but something worth noting. The button gives me OCD. I wish it was looks like a sliding switch. That would have been really cool if it was sliding. TPK, thank you so much for the sub,
I've been
man.
out of the scene for so long, but I just picked up a Tofu 3.0 to stick my wooting into. Teal top and copper base looks so nice. Got me itching again to do another build, haha.
What are you thinking? What's the next build? Thank you so much for 46 months, man. I know, but being out of the scene though, how do you feel? Do you feel relieved? I feel like it's fun to come in and out of keyboards. If you miss a few months of stuff, you miss a lot, you know? Got a bunch more streams to get some inspo? Absolutely, brother. That'd be cool. Okay. Top mount time. God, this keyboard's pretty, man. Let's see. Let's see now, guys, what it sounds like in top mount. All right, here we go. We have top mounts, same switches, so the HMX Sarus. Whoa. Ooh, I like the mods better. I like this better in top mount. I mean, it was really good in gasket. I thought gasket worked really well. I think the only weak point in gasket for me was maybe the right stabilizers, or not stabilizers, the right mod keys with stabs. I think this sounds a bit more uniform. The button clearly works better here too with the top mount. Pancake was right on that. This spacebar is loud. It hits. Ooh, the Sarus sound really good in this. The Sarus are nice. I think they have a very large bump to them. It almost feels like the whole thing is a bump. I feel like they're a bit more, like not softer than the Type Rs in terms of bump. Maybe a bit shallower in terms of bump. I don't know. I have to use them side by side. I like this. This turned out great. Again, besides those few things I already mentioned, the keyboard itself, I think compared to the other, I still have the other Athena. I think it's just in the box. It's just, I think the 75 almost looks nicer than the 1800 for this. I think the major big difference for me that really sells me on this is just how much more refined the bottom looks with all this machine. You know, I'll show you guys again. We'll do a close up. The machining on the bottom, you know, all the knurling pattern and just stuff they've added here, I think makes this, god damn it, piece of dust or whatever, makes this look so much more refined. You know, it gives it so much visual interest and texture. It's not just, hey, we made this design here. They've put some thoughtful machining into this as well. It's gorgeous. The color of this one here is fantastic as well. The coatings look great. Machining's good on this. The side profile's incredibly sexy. Yeah, the only thing I think visually that some people might be upset on, but I actually think this looks nice, is the button. I do think I would turn off the RGB for the button. The layout's great for this too. Good 75 layout. And then some people might not like the screen. I actually like both of these. So my preferences lie in these are good for me. But you may not like these things. For $220-ish, roughly, in and about, this is a great pickup. I think this is fantastic. Despite it having 2 or 3 things in which I feel like could be a smidge bit better, I don't think they're game changers though. I don't think it's gonna like make the whole keyboard 1,000 times better. I think it would just make it more convenient, which is not really something I think matters maybe too much in the long run, but this is nice. Set the light to orange. I could do that too. I guess the only other question I have for this is, which is probably gonna be no, is what does this load up into? I might just load up into Vial or something. Maybe nothing. Let's see. I think this is Vial. Let's see. If this loads into Vial, I'll be a happy camper. It does say Vial when you try to connect it to the VIA. Special Vial? What's Special Vial? Yeah, it doesn't load up into Vial right now, but if there's like a special web piece software for this, I think that's fine. Yeah, what's Special Vial? Because of the screen? So is it KWD Fan's own configurator then, Pancake? I don't see anything about that here on the. What switches I put? Sarus. All right. Well, I'll figure out the website for you guys, but I do think it loads into something. Is it Vinyl DQ5? What is that? It does VIA with JSON. I need them to add it to the website to download. Oh, okay, so it is going to be some piece of software KVD Fans offers. Funny, didn't I just talk about this, guys? Didn't I just say that I think manufacturers are going to be moving off of VIA? I mean, I think this is the start of it. I literally called it like a week ago, or a few days ago, not even. I think we're going to start seeing a lot of people not want to deal with VIA. It's not that it's bad. It's just no one's like keeping up with it. So, for example, and again, I think this is valid criticism to the people doing this. Is there are keyboards that have been sitting there for like 6 months plus, waiting to be pulled into VIA, like into QMK. Like just so you don't need to load something with the JSON file. I think it's pretty lame. Like it's pretty bad. 6 month wait time for something to get pushed into that. And then you're still waiting. We don't know when things are going to get pushed in. So it's pretty bad. I think that's like not the most consumer friendly thing in the world. Like VIA is moving to allow more personalized stuff for PCB designers. He's working on something for his. Until then, I think my mind right now is a little bit kind of I'm a little peeved, I will say. If they allow more things with QMK/VIA, and they work on getting things pulled in nicely and faster, my mind will change. But until then, I don't know. I don't know, man. I think right now Vial seems the way that most people will be going, or working on their own iterations of like their own forks of stuff. So we'll see. We'll see going forward. I don't know, man. We'll see. But I think it is a very, very good talking point. Overall, though, happy with this. I like the way this turned out. Good on KVD Fans for this one. Here it is from the side one more time, in case you guys want to look. This is one of those boards that's just beautiful all over, man. They don't have like a single side that doesn't speak to me here. Great looking keyboard, man. Good job. Good job to them. This turned out great. I think both mounting styles have their own sound profile too, which is great, in their own typing feel. Obviously, top mount's a bit stiffer. The gasket was, I would say, like medium softness, like normal silicone gasket stuff. The Sarus were really good in this too. I really like these HMX Sarus. I think they sit like nicely under the Hydras for me. I don't think I like them more than the Hydras, but they are really nice. Hello. I thought this was a vacation week. No. Tomorrow starting. This is my last stream for the week here. Hi, good afternoon. Time for some Spain versus Argentina. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go now because I know some people are probably itching to go watch soccer stuff right now or football stuff. I think I'm gonna rest my voice a little bit too right now. And do some other work, and then I'm probably gonna start my little. Well, not really time off, but just I'm taking, in case you guys are wondering, I am taking a few days off of streaming. I need to rest my voice, A, and then B, I think I just have other work I just need to get done in the keyboard world. Prepping for streams is like an all-day thing sometimes, and I think I just need to focus on the other stuff first. So, little like break week. Wednesday we will be having one stream though. So, buy Noir now, 5 days left. Yeah, the 24th is when it ends. You have 1 week, guys. All right, though, guys. Let's go find someone to raid. I hope this was insightful. We learned some stuff today. I hope we had some fun. Funny story about VIA. I had a replacement PCB for my Deadline T9, and when I went to set up in VIA, I didn't recognize the V2 PCB, so I had to use Vial. Yeah. It's frustrating, Hog. You know, it's just like, you want the program to work, but it never seems like, I don't know, I just had it recently too with stuff where all my JSON files got wiped out and none of my stuff works anymore, and it's such a piss off. Like, I'm so cheesed. Alright, though, guys, have a good one. Love you. I will talk to you guys on Wednesday. See you soon, and good night, everyone. Enjoy your rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.